Welcome to your weekly market update. It's a great day. The Consumer Price Index report, which measures inflation year over year, came out lower than market analysts, and even I think the Fed had expected it to. So I'll share the chart in a second, but know this is the reason why you work with us. Just because you go under contract doesn't mean you should lock in the rate that day. We follow these markets. We advise the clients. We take on a lot of the risk because once you sign your paperwork, we'll guarantee that rate and we'll lock you at the best point that we think you need to be. So work with an expert. I have a finance degree. I have followed these markets for every day for 20 years. I have a mentor and an analyst that shows me how to digest all this information. So no, I'm always going to give you that level of expertise. So let's go to the chart and how CPI came back. So we came in at the headline number at 0.1%. That's 1.2 annualized. That's below where the Fed's trying to get inflation to. So if this month was the year over year number, that's amazing. That's exactly where we want it to be, is in the 2.5 to 3.5% range year over year on inflation. As you can see, we're much above that, but it's coming down. So the headline number came down from 7.7 to 7.1. Remember, November 2022 replaces November 2021. Inflation started in October of last year from too accommodating a policy of interest rates, too low of interest rates, overstimulation from some of the COVID package, and just too much money circulated in our economy. When you look at the core number, 6.3 down to 6%, that is tremendous. Remember, if you watch these every week, you'll know we talked about the lodging away from home number. That came out at 4.9 in October. This is November's number comes out in December. So October's come out in November. This was last month. So it went from 4.9 to negative 0.7. So that's amazing news. Just excellent sign that some of these lodging and home values are coming down. Now, remember, we replace year over year. So when you look at September 2022, August 2022, compared to where we're at now, these numbers replace last year. So remember, I said October is where it started last year. Here's proof in that. November coming down. So it was 0.5 last year, it's 0.2 this year. So this is a really good sign of inflation coming down, which will help the stock market, which will help mortgage rates go lower. So if you've been hearing my slogan, marry the home, divorce the rent, and date the interest rate, because we'll be refinancing, this is proof in that statement. Now, it gets a little tricky because Consumer Price Index some of it is shelter. That makes up about 40% of that core number. And as you can see, rent, home pricing, hotels, Airbnbs, they've all been going up, right? And the number's a trailing number. So real-time shelter costs, we know they're coming down, right? But when we look back, it's going to be about January's number before housing and rents and what we know is now coming down a little bit before that takes hold on these reports. So that number's January comes out in February, right? So it's going to be about February or March before shelter starts helping this number, and that's when we feel inflation will really come down. So this really lands where we've been predicting all year that interest rates are going to come down sometime around July to September. Fannie Mae predicted 4.5%. My prediction's more around the 5% range. But these are all good signs pointing to that. So the economy's recovering, inflation's recovering. You want to buy the home now because you're getting a deal. Home prices are there's just less buyers during this time of year. It's an amazing time to buy a home. You can get a lower price. The sellers are negotiating on repair items. They're even negotiating on price. That hasn't happened for 3.5, 4 years. So continue on your search. I'm here to navigate you through all the intricacies of what goes into your mortgage rate and to lock you in at the best place. We have expertise in this. I hope this proves it to you.